Ooh, we love the Peppermancer. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay if I visit you, or are you busy with a political campaign? Getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? Hugs Ileana the Peppermancer. Yeah. Hello. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Well, being a witch is tougher than I thought, to be honest. Why is that? I mean, having magical powers, being immortal, and being able to fly across the universe, that is just too good. What's hard is navigating witch society. Ah, I get you. What you foretold is actually happening. For some reason, showing promise is something that bothers too many witches. I would never have thought that the people would be this sour, even when they're got the whole cosmos at their disposal. Anyway, it's not like I didn't make any friends. But come on. I'm sorry, it gets easier with time. Give it a couple of centuries and the dust will settle. What? I'm kidding. Not funny, actually. Sorry. But you know, being immortal and getting used to and bored of almost anything, you'll get over it. Just focus on surrounding yourself with the witches you get along with. Yeah, speaking of that, I'd like to join your party, please. I'll do anything. Grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. Just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? Of course. Thrilled to have you. Yes! Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. And I'm going to do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something you can help us with. Understood. New blow from Jasmine's party. She must have struck some kind of deal or something, but suddenly a bunch of explorers are all about Jasmine. Should we try and counter this? Yes. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is Manaka, head of explorers. It's not a real position in the Coven, it's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Manaka roams the outer edges of the known universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting orrery that keeps track of any changes to any astral body that the Coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Manaka came back to the Coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the Coven. That sounds like a good plan. I'd like you to promote our program. Do it with... You promote with the novices. Ooh, exciting. I'll go spread the good word, absolutely. I'd like you to promote our program with the explorers. I think that's what she was suggesting. But I can't really be sure. Now, I remember you. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Yours faithfully, Thea. Thea? Arbiter badge 210, rank waxing gibbous. Is that a promotion? I can't remember. Oh, I knew you'd look cool with an eye scar. Hello again, Fortuna. Oh shit, what happened to you? Well, it's nothing serious. There are many ways of seeing beyond using our human eyes. I sure hope this is the injury you foretold and this mission doesn't cost me more than an eye. I'm so sorry. It's okay, just the price of duty. Okay. What's this about an active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there's an internal war going on within the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. Conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. The Arbitrage Office had to intervene to minimize casualties, and above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven from refraining from engaging in combat, no matter what the sculptors offer. Should we wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there's someone I'd like to send your way. Your counsel has been valuable to me, and by extension, to the Arbiter's office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. Need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well. I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Thank you. You'll be contributing to the restoration of peace. Giving notice to the office. We'll tell Zira, representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Alright. Can't promise anything, though. You meet with her, no strings attached, then decide if there's something that your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well. That'll be all. Something to confess? No way. Protocol. Oh, and by the way, I got my promotion. Not sure if the cost was worth it, but I got it, nonetheless. Thanks for the heads up. Sure, anytime. Take care, Fortuna. You too. Let's see. I can never hear any music, so... I feel like it's there somewhere, but I can't hear it. Eugenia. How come you didn't tell me How come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything alright? I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to see you. And see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to seeing you again. Eugenia. Oh, my dearest friend. Oh, you look old now. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you. You've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you. But you not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of it full of power. Happy to see you too, Master. And so, guess after all these years, I have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lectures coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time of exile. I should be the one listening to you today. Eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh. I wasn't ready for this. Totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those who you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah. I feel a bit alien even among my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupils so abruptly made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. Made me stronger. I'm way more powerful now. Hasn't been easy, but I made it. And now it's just a blur in my memory. Trial pushed me to my limits, and I managed to grow past them. I feel ready to take on anything. I'm serious. I gotta say, I'm thankful to Idana. I still hate her with all my guts. But I never would have reached this level if I didn't have to push through this nightmare. But Fortuna, power is not the measure of life. Becoming more powerful is not necessarily a synonym of progress. An existence which is not enjoyed is not much of an existence at all. I know, but I didn't have a say in this. So I'd better believe it's all been for something. Ah, yeah, I understand. And what about the behemoths you summoned? What? Fortuna? It's me who taught you the forbidden song, of course. Of course I was going to notice. You know what? I don't regret using it. Of course, I'm happy you did. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth. Wanted you to have that option. The option to break a magical pact? Yeah. See, laws are just an agreement between members of a community. To have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come. That the moment you used the forbidden song, you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I'm no longer your master. That makes me feel kind of sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can become friends. And I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you like one of my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Ha 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 ha. Fortuna, I am proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Haha, who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever. It's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend. I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? I want to help create a better universe. Oh, that's so unlike you. Hey, what does that mean? I'm sorry. I mean, this is good, I think. Always been so self-centered. Never expected that 200 years alone with yourself would change that. I guess I finally got sick of myself. I'm sure it'll pass. Can I help you in any way? Can you vouch for us among the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait any longer. Legend is spreading fast within the coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay. I don't want to warn her about... Well, I should warn you about the true nature. And what may that be? Adana's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me into exile. Do you realize that way before any of us, that what I do is not fortune telling? I'm not reading into the unknown, I'm writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Donna's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better, should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly. Plus, I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven. Yeah, I doomed us all. I see. Guess that's part of why I got into politics. Hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh. It's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what cards I draw. Very well. Okay, deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understood you properly, we can work with everything that didn't happen, right? All right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew in new realities, especially around times where our collective memories were fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. I want to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Ooh, that's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Donna took you away from me. I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now that you're telling me you have a power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle the decks. Sanctimoniousness. And Delicatio Morosa. I haven't used either of these. But let's say I learned an important lesson from Delicacia Morosa. You taught me oniromancy to harvest magic from my own dreams. Ooh, that's cool. You taught me to create a magical stash that would slowly grow during my penance, so I would have a meaty magical reserve ready for when I came back. We have dream magics. Oh yeah, I remember. Those were fun days. In the beginning, you were having trouble becoming lucid within a dream. The moment you realized you were dreaming, you always panicked and woke up. Oh, whoa, yeah. I didn't remember it as being fun, though. I was so frustrated by it all. The moment I mastered it, I immediately dream-walked into your mind and gave you a big old scare. Ha ha ha. That wasn't the fun part. Ha 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 ha. Who would have thought you had been so afraid of beetles? I'm telling you, stag beetles aren't natural. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but they are of demonic origin. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, have you been harvesting magic energy from your dreams lately? Scarcely. Not since they lifted the ban on visitation, at least. Oh, this is interesting. You just altered the past, but anything that's been observed cannot be effective, so that's why I haven't been using the spell. Cards keep the universe coherent, I guess, so I guess I can stop worrying about any kind of butterfly effect, destroying the present as we know it. Oh, I already forgot you just wrote words into our past. This feels so real. Because it happened. This is an illusion. We lived through that day. Extraordinary. Very interesting indeed. I will try it as soon as I go to sleep next, though. I'm getting close. It's getting close to election day, so it's good to know that I'm going to be productive even in my dreams. I can see my lessons are going to be helpful. Isn't the merit of kind of mine, though? If I just wrote that you taught me this? Maybe. Doesn't feel like it, though, and that's what counts. I guess. Hey, kitty. You coming back? Yeah, you can hang out with me. Ooh, a strange marriage. Hop up. And the Cosmic Wheel. Alright. Cosmic Wheel feels like cheating. I never want to use it. I really love that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys in the Deerfolk realm. It was so peaceful. Remember that winter in your cabin when we built a snow golem and how I cried when he melted away? Alright. Every year I get decent snow. I always build snowmen with the kids. Last time it was a snow frog, but yeah. I'll channel my own memories into here. Oh, good old Graham. Of course I remember. I was part of your automation arts training. Put a lot of effort into creating him, and once the class was over, you refused to dispel him. So we kept Graham around for the winter. It was just you and me in that cabin, with the occasional visitor once in a blue moon. I needed some company that wouldn't be judging me all the time. I never told you about this. I used to sneak out of bed at night to speak with Graham. Told him all about the life I left behind and how excited and sad I was at the same time now that I'd become a witch. Oh, that's why you couldn't stop crying when the spring took him away. It does make sense. You hadn't shed a single tear since I'd taken you in, but Graham was the first thing you lost as a witch. Must have triggered all the pain you were holding from losing your mortal self and your mortal loved ones. Does make sense in hindsight, yeah. After that, your magical talents really started to shine. Yeah, I needed to let go. This is so strange. I know you just wrote that with your cards, but I remember it so vividly. So many details. The smells, the temperature, so many sensations. Yeah, me too. It's uncanny. I immediately embraced this new reality. It's not an illusion, after all. We really lived through that. It actually happened. This is incredible. Thank you for creating such a valuable memory for us. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Idana was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I'm not scared at all, because I know you. Idana didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Idana had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile? That's dangerous. Could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think what a mad witch would do with the power to alter reality. So glad I taught you a song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the Forbidden Song and told me many tales about Abramar. I never got to use the spell myself. Wait, tell me more about your mentor in Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shapeshifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently, they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters had made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident because it brought her some sour memories and that tainted her transformations. But they had to erase their sister out of existence. and chained Abramar back into the Forbidden Song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that. I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything. But what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar. It's kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I don't really trust him. Oh, why is that? Are you in trouble? I don't know. He's helped me so far, but Abramar is difficult to read. Can't really tell what his true intentions are. I see. Well, I got you out of exile at least. Things get out of hand, just let me know and we'll stop him together, okay? Okay, thank you. Whatever you need, Fortuna. Actually, I want to give you something to enrich that deck of yours. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The 4 elements converge there, after all. Uenia's studio. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Oh, this is going to come in handy, all right. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew up as a witch. Ah, Fortuna. Thank you, Uenia. Okay, tea time is over. Now focus on your campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes, Uenia. Come back soon.